Training for body recomposition. So here we are. If you've seen the first two videos, you would have probably been waiting for this to kind of see what I've been doing actually in the gym. This is the Fitness Savvy gym, which is actually just my garage. But yes, this is exactly where the recom took place, the second one at least, with the equipment that I've got in here, which is just a barbell, some dumbbells, and a power rack, pretty much, and just a couple of attachments. If you don't know what body recomposition is, then check out Fitness Savvy's first two videos. They talk about what it is, why it's possible, why you should consider it. The second video is about diet, how to calculate your macros, your calories. We've got a free macro calculator and a free PDF of the entire workout plan, everything. So just go down to the description below, download that, hit the subscribe button so you can follow all these workouts as we release them. The body recomposition workout is a simple upper-lower split. You'll be hitting each body part twice a week, once for strength and once for hypertrophy. So you'll start off on, say, Monday with upper body strength, which is what we'll be going over today. Tuesday would be lower body strength. You'd have a rest on Wednesday. Then on Thursday, you'd be hitting upper body hypertrophy, trying to get some higher volume, getting a bit of a pump going. And then on the Friday, you'll be hitting your lower body hypertrophy. The strength workouts are as they sound. They're to develop some strength, make a good foundation to work from. And as you get stronger, you'll be able to lift heavier on your hypertrophy days, which is going to spur more muscle growth. You'll be working in a lower rep range, say 4 to 6 reps, for a few more sets, so sort of 4 or 5 sets. And you'll have longer rest periods between exercises, 2 to 3 minutes. The hypertrophy days, we're going to be looking at higher volume. We're going to be packing some volume into these days, getting a good pump and forcing those muscles to grow. So you'll be in a higher rep range, 8 to 15 reps, fewer sets, only 2 or 3 sets, and shorter rest periods between exercises, 1 to 2 minutes or so. A couple of things to note about this routine: you won't find any barbell curls, triceps pushdowns, and next to no isolation work. It's going to be focused around compound exercises. The reason for this is that when I did my first body recomposition, I wanted to test 2 things at the same time. 1, can you build muscle while losing fat at the same time? We proved that was possible twice. The other one was, can you add size to your arms? Will you get stronger and add size to your arms without any kind of barbell curls, triceps pushdowns, that kind of stuff? I wanted to keep the workout shorter and to the point, so I thought, you know what, I'll leave them out, and then when I get my body scans, I'll have a look and see what happened. So here are the results. I added between 1 and 2 pounds of muscle to my arms in the first recomposition. In fact, about 20% of the total gains I made in the first recomposition were on my arms, and that was with no direct arm work whatsoever. So I think that answers the question. Yes, pull-ups, barbell rows, bench press, overhead press, all these compound moves are enough to build your arms without any isolation work. I think once you get further down the line, yes, adding these exercises in is great because you don't want to neglect your arms, but for the first few months, you don't really need to worry about doing any of that kind of stuff. Just focus on the core moves. So you'll be doing 3 exercises: the barbell bench press, the barbell row, and the overhead shoulder press. 3 compound exercises. It doesn't need to get any more complicated than that. So for the upper body strength day, the first exercise we're going to hit is the barbell bench press. We'll be targeting mainly your chest, but you'll get your shoulders and your triceps in on this move as well. You'll be doing 5 sets of 4 to 6 reps. Leave 2 to 3 minutes rest between sets, and that's pretty much it. This is not a tutorial how-to guide. We will be doing that further down the line. But a couple of pointers here. One thing that I've heard a lot, and I just want to clear this up, is that you do not need to bring the bar down to your chest. You can cause yourself an injury if you're not built to bring the bar down to your chest. So my shoulder injury, the reason I was out of the gym for 6 months, was a combination of things, and one of them was that I started bringing the bar all the way down to my chest. I was lifting heavier, and I was bringing it all the way down to my chest, and I believe that was one of the things that contributed to my injury. My shoulders have been fine before doing that and after doing that. The second exercise we'll be doing is the barbell row. So this is a great way of splitting up the exercises, because the first exercise you're going to be hitting your chest primarily with the bench press, but it will also be getting a lot of shoulders in. So you don't really want to be doing your overhead shoulder press straight after there. You want something to kind of break up the routine. So if you're wondering why there are fewer sets and higher reps for the barbell row, it's simple really. I broke my wrist when I was 15, but I've always had problems with barbell curls and particularly, rows, them kind of movements. So they're not great on my wrist. That's why with biceps work, I tend to prefer the easy curl bar rather than the standard bar. So I programmed it with a slightly lower weight to be able to, kind of get the reps in and things like that for the barbell row, because I wanted to include the barbell row in the routine. It's a great exercise, fantastic. So if you want to carry on doing the same amount of reps and sets as the other 2 exercises, then that's by all means do that. Another thing is when I did the second recomp, I switched this exercise out altogether for the seated cable row. Absolutely nothing wrong with doing that. Again, any row you do here, pendlay row, cable rows, T-bar rows, as long as you're getting some weight on there and you're still staying in that kind of 4 to 8 rep range, nothing wrong with that at all. So the final exercise on upper body strength days is the overhead shoulder press. Again, this is not a tutorial on how to do an overhead press. It is actually quite a simple exercise to perform, but you'll be doing the same amount of sets, reps and rest as the barbell bench press. So that is going for 5 sets with a rest of 2 to 3 minutes between sets, and you'll be aiming for 4 to 6 reps. Again, when you first start out, you don't need to be going super heavy. I know this is a strength day, but for the first 4 weeks of body recomposition, you want to be just finding your feet, getting that mind-muscle connection. If you've just got back into the gym, especially after an injury, you just want to be making sure that you don't get another injury right away. So going, even going super light on these to begin with to get the form right is not a problem for the first couple of weeks before you start adding some weight to the bar. So there you have it, the upper body strength workout done and dusted. First one down, 3 more to go. If you want to check out the 3 workouts, hit the subscribe button. The next one's going to be lower body strength. You'll be able to see why I hit deadlifts and squats in the same day, how I made that work, and how I recovered from that, because most people won't recover from it. But I will explain why I did that and how that worked for me, how it can work for you, and you'll get to see the other workouts.